What's up, everybody? Welcome to One Strange Trip. I am Jordan Mack. This is my channel, and today we are going to be talking about on the road tips and tricks in terms of like where's the best place to use a bathroom, where's the best place to get the best water, and we're also going to be going over how to choose the right Airbnb for you, the right rental home for you. Depending on whether you're staying for a day, a week, 2 weeks, or a month. These are just a few tips and tricks that I've learned along the way in my nomadic Airbnb living. So first, we're going to cover on the road tips and tricks. So living on the road, obviously, this isn't a vacation for us, even though it's sort of a vacation, I guess, if you want to look at it like that. It's sort of a lifecation. I'm gonna coin that word. Lifecation. That's my word. Lifecation. I have pretty much virtually everything I own with me. My lady, she has everything virtually. She pretty much owns with her. Some small furniture we put in storage, extra clothes, and our old bed. So most of our stuff is with us, but we do have stuff in storage. So this is more so, for not vacation, but you are trying to just get on the road and you just want to live on the road. Tips, what to bring is we have one suitcase each. I have a suitcase, and Madam, she has a suitcase herself. We brought the most important clothes, the drippiest drip with us. We are fans of, going to thrift stores and finding, groovy things for the super low. And so whenever we do that, sometimes we'll, get rid of some clothes that we have with us, to replace the new, so we don't, start piling up on too much shit, because once you start piling up with too much stuff, it just kind of makes it kind of more challenging and a little more uncomfortable in terms of traveling in your car, your abode. So yeah, we, brought clothes, obviously toiletries, your hygiene is obviously very important. And we brought stuff that was important to us. We brought our crystals. My lady, she purchased a hula hoop because even though we don't, especially with the pandemic, we don't like to be around people. We try to avoid people as much as possible. So we spend a lot of time at parks, and I have a really big rubber band that I like to stretch with. We have yoga mats. We have a hula hoop. Which don't take up too much space in the car, which is perfect. And this is what we're trying to do. We're trying not to take up too much space, because living on the road, you want to use the space as smart as possible, but you don't want to take up too much unnecessary space, because then it can start to get a little bit ugly and it can make it uncomfortable on the road and traveling. So yeah, pack just what you really need, what you're gonna wear, what you're gonna use. It'll make your life a lot easier. You gotta have some entertainment and stuff. So I do have a Nintendo Switch, and I have my guitar. My guitar takes up more space than anything else that I have, really. But still, packing smart, packing pretty light. I can fit my guitar comfortably in the back of the car. I have a little small carrying case for my Nintendo Switch and backpacks for my books and stuff. Yeah, so that covers like car stuff. But tips for on the road: if you're like me, if you're like my lady, you like a clean bathroom. And who might have the clean bathroom, the cleanest bathroom in all the land? Sprouts. Okay, Sprouts grocery store has like the cleanest bathroom that you could ever ask for public bathrooms. Clean bathrooms, A1 for traveling, living on the road, because nobody wants to use a dirty bathroom that stinks. Who has the best water that you don't have to pay a single dime for? Peep this. Go to Starbucks, ask them for the largest water you can get. It's so crisp, and it's absolutely 100% free. We are being budget friendly with it. We are being smart with it. We are not trying to break the bank. We wanted to spend less amount of money that we would have spent, just living in the same apartment in LA and not really doing anything. Finding the right Airbnb spot for you. This isn't necessarily a challenge, but it's something that you have to pay attention to, especially in the political and social climate that the United States is in right now. Airbnb is interesting because you're pretty much staying in a stranger's house. You haven't really met this person. You can't necessarily get like a sample of what your experience is going to be. First things first, always check out the comments, see who has been commenting, see the different types of cultures of people that have been commenting, because honestly we went to a place somewhere in Arizona where Arizona and Nevada meet, close to the Colorado River. We rented a spot there, and I'll do a full episode about just this one experience. But needless to say, the people were probably racist. They had a lot of racist energy. They gave us a lot of racist looks. And you know, I'm usually good at identifying races, and you know, I could probably honestly say that these people were in fact indeed racist. But shout out to Airbnb for refunding us that money. But I'll make a whole episode about that. But check out the comments. Make sure there's people that look like you. Make sure that there's people. We honestly always check. Yo, has there been black people that have stayed at this spot? Because it's just a weird time right now, and you want to be as comfortable as possible. So for number one, comfortability, staying in Airbnbs, always check out the comments. You know, always just see the people that have been staying there, what the people are saying, how clean it is, what their experience was like, what the host was like. What I've come to find out, I'll make a whole episode about this because we met some very interesting hosts on our journeys, and not all hosts are created equal. Not all hosts are going to treat you the same. Not all hosts are going to leave you alone and just let you have your own privacy. You can usually find out the vibe of the host by the comments, the type of comments that they're leaving, and the type of comments they're honestly leaving for people as well. And always check out the neighborhood that it's in, because if you know, end up like just picking a random spot, you could end up in the projects, because Airbnb really doesn't have any boundaries. Anybody can really have an Airbnb in any type of neighborhood. You know, if you're just completely unfamiliar, just look like, oh, what area am I staying in? Because we haven't stayed in the projects yet, but we've stayed in the racist people. That was kind of that was just an experience. Tips, tricks, living on the road, nomadic living, modern day nomad, living through Airbnb, not spending too much on rent. This last month we stayed in Colorado, 2 weeks in Colorado Springs, 2 weeks in Denver, and we spent under $1,100, which is really good for rent, especially in bigger cities. In LA, the minimum amount of rent you're probably gonna pay is like $1,200. One strange trip, the coolest fucking YouTube channel on this side of the universe. Go ahead and like, subscribe, do that thing. Got these pants for $12. Got these towels for $12. Got this shirt for $6. But I feel like $1,000,000. One strange trip.